Hi, welcome. I'm Cerebellium. This is my first ever video on YouTube, technically. I do have some other videos that were on a channel I made when I was like 9 that I deleted, but technically this is my first official video on YouTube. Anyway, I have been wanting to do YouTube for a while, and I almost started about a month ago, and then Google's VO3 came out, and I got way too scared, so I decided, you know what, I'll do this, but I'll just wear a mask, and that is my one reason why I'm doing this. AI terrifies me, but hopefully I won't have to deal with bigger AI stuff as long as I generally have my face covered. Anyway, I wrote down 10 video topics I want to make in the future. If you're interested in any of these, I would really hope that you can subscribe. Let's get straight into it. I got Aum Shinrikyo. They were a Japanese-based doomsday cult that had committed multiple terrorist attacks around the 80s or 90s before being shut down by the Japanese government. They later rebranded as a group called Aleph, and they're currently active today. That's a topic that I've wanted to cover with somebody for a long time, but apparently people don't find it very interesting when you're interested in terrorist groups. Big shocker. Um, yeah, so I haven't really been able to cover that with my friends, but whatever. Third Parent is an incredibly, and I mean incredibly, like I don't even think I can cover this controversial creepypasta from like I think 2015 about a demon that takes the role of a third parent in a kid's life and starts just committing absolute atrocities throughout the whole family. You know, stuff I don't even think I can really say. But the whole point of it is for the kid to learn a lesson for the future, which is kind of an interesting thing. It's a story I would want to read. Third off, Dead Space, which somehow, if you don't know what Dead Space is, you're living under a rock. It is one of the greatest pieces of media that you can ever, well, not the greatest, but a great good piece of media to consume. It is a video game about astronauts that come to a spaceship, only to find out it's overran by alien demons called necromorphs. Really cool stuff going on there. That unravels into a whole doomsday cult stuff and the end of the world and all that. The main character has schizophrenia as well, which kind of begs the question of is anything in the game real? Very cool stuff. Number four, Postal. It's an incredibly controversial video game from the early 2000s about a guy, literally just named Postal Guy. Very creative naming, I know. Who goes around shooting and killing people for the sole point of he thinks that there was a dangerous gas that was released in the air that is going to bring upon the end of humanity. Uh, Weird topic, I know. Number five, John Dee. This was a guy from the 1500s who essentially predicted 9/11. Didn't actually, but got close to it, you know. Tsar Nicholas II. This is, if you don't know who Tsar Nicholas II is, I'd be surprised. He is a person who has one of the most famous deaths in all of modern history, from the Russian government. I'm not going to get into huge detail, but, you know, if you know anything about Tsar Nicholas II, you know why I can't really explain what happened without using a long form video using code words. Anyway, Rudolf Fetz, this guy appeared randomly one day and nobody really knows where he actually came from. Kind of just spawned in. Cool stuff. Erebos, this is a video game from 2005, which was about being a vampire hunter, and the whole scandal of it was that it would use real gore photos. You're noticing a theme here, I know, but just tends to be that way. Candle Cove, another creepypasta, which was about like propaganda, implanting memories, and all that. Something I found really interesting. It's a topic I like. Finally, Heinrich Himmler. This is a guy who during World War II had some insane theories that were generally kind of just not true and weird and just interesting to learn about. I do not support Nazis, but Heinrich Himmler was a Nazi. I just want to put that out there because I feel like that's going to be controversial if I don't cover that at some point. Anyway, this is my general introduction to the internet. Hi, channel name Cerebellium. I'm gonna try and make these videos within the next few months or so, get it out there. And if you're interested in any of this, subscribe. Definitely. That's about it. Yeah, later.